Gaurav, stay with me for a moment because I've just received from the Prime Minister's office the statement put out at the end of this bilateral dialogue, and I'll get our viewers to get a sense of what's in this statement, and then Gaurav can help analyze it. Basically, following up on their meeting in February, PM Modi and Vice President Vance reviewed progress in bilateral meetings and bilateral relations. They welcomed the progress in the India-US bilateral trade agreement and efforts towards enhancing cooperation in energy, defense and strategic technologies. The two leaders exchanged views on various regional and global issues of mutual interest. Prime Minister Modi conveys greetings to President Trump and looks forward to his visit to India later this year. In some ways, Gaurav, also setting the tone for President Trump's visit to India. And from what we can make of President Trump, he would really want for that bilateral trade agreement to be done before he comes to India, because he's the big showman, the big deal maker, and nothing, I suppose, would give him greater joy than to come to India to sign this bilateral trade agreement.
The first phase of it, indeed, that is something that India and the United States would certainly want to push because there is this 90-day deadline or window in which they have to work this out. And that is why they've spoken of how India and the US are trying to leverage the strength to make America great again and visit Bharat and Vikasit Bharat 2047. So both India and the United States have their agenda set. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Vice President Vance reviewed and positively assessed the progress of various areas of bilateral cooperation. And this is very, very important. The bilateral trade agreement focused on the welfare of the people of two countries. Likewise, they noted continued effort towards enhancing cooperation in energy, defense, strategic technology and other areas. So Rahul, we have a broad framework on how these two countries are moving forward. So that bilateral trade agreement, as you very rightly pointed out, is extremely significant. They would want to sign it by fall, the first part of it or the first phase of it, and then move forward. Or for India is very keen to have critical technology to be made in India, for that cooperation to be enhanced. That is something India is really looking forward to. Also, Rahul, the engagement in Indo-Pacific, how does that become more intense? While you have all the four countries doing HADR and disaster relief together, or healthcare is huge, cancer research is huge, militarily, the Malabar series of exercises, will they also be enhanced to the next level, is something that is being looked forward to, Rahul.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Gaurav, for joining us.